This video guides you through the steps required to restart your soft drink system after a temporary shutdown. A PDF is also available to accompany the video. Please take time to review the items required to complete the tasks and have them available before starting. The steps shown on screen now should be followed in order 1 to 13. Items you will need are first aid kit, paper towel, mould detergent, pair of scissors, clean cloths, CO2, food grade measuring container and bucket, new BIB and PPE. Turn the gas bottle on. Now you should see the needle on the contents gauge rise up and into the green section, or around about 600 psi as a minimum. Just checking the lever here. So this is the lever that sends the pressure off to the system. Just check that this lever is in line with the pipe. If it was across the pipe, the valve is closed, so you wouldn't get any gas to the system. So just put that back into the down position. Now there are two different types of regulators, the single stage that we got underneath, and then above we've got a 3-stage. But again, the contents gauge is on the left hand side, so just check when you turn the bottle on that it reaches that 600 psi section, or the green section. Next, we need to open the water supply to the soft drink system. This type that we have here is a lever. Just open the lever to reinstate the flow. There are 3 different types of valves that could be installed in your account, but if you take a look on screen now, there's more information. Next, we need to reset the soft drinks carbonator. There are 2 main types of carbonator that Britvic use. One is the Ambicarb and the other is the Carb 2000. Both types of carbonator can either take their power supply from the mains or from the cooler below. To reset a carbonator that's plugged into the mains, just switch off, wait 5 seconds and switch back on again. For a carbonator that's plugged into the cooler below, we need to turn the cooler off. Turn off at the wall, wait 5 seconds, turn back on again. Never unplug the carbonator from this plug here. If you don't have either of these carbonators, please move to the next step. So now we need to reset a cooler with a built-in carbonator. So as per the previous video, if you can't locate a standalone carbonator, it's likely that it's built into the unit. So to reset this type of unit, just switch off at the wall, wait 5 seconds and switch back on again. When the cooler is switched on, it should display a temperature here. If it displays EN5, then what we need to do is remove the front cover and press the override key. Okay, in this step we need to check the best before dates on the bagging boxes that are connected to the system, and also clean the bagging box connectors. So we'll just take a look at what's connected to the system here. So the Pepsi Max, best before date on the Pepsi Max is May 20. So that actually needs removing from the system. So let's just disconnect it and take that away. And we'll clean the connector at this stage as well. So just place it into the warm water and just rotate the collar and then just dry off with some paper towel. Okay, I'm going to just place that to one side. And then the White's lemonade on this system is September 20, so that can be reused, but we do need to clean the connector. So let's disconnect the connector. Again, wash it in the warm water, rotate the collar, dry off with some paper towel, and then reconnect. Turn on the power to the dispense head of the wall and the transformer. Okay, we've completed all our checks at the back of the house. We've made sure that our water, CO2, cooler and carbonator are switched on. Now we need to go to the front of the house and we need to go to the furthest dispense head on the system. So just take a bucket and place it underneath the dispense head. Lift out the drip tray and the drip tray holder, and then we're able to dispense straight into the bucket. Now the lemonade valve is fitted with a soda lever, so by pressing the soda lever it allows us to dispense just carbonated water. So press and hold the lever and we need to dispense a full 15 litres from this head. So once we've dispensed 15 litres from this head, if we have any other dispense heads on the system, we need to dispense a further 2 litres of carbonated water from each. So now we need to replenish bagging box that was in date. And the example we're going to use this time is White's lemonade, but it's exactly the same process for any product. Easiest way to do this, just take a 1 litre measuring cylinder, place it underneath the valve, and then operate the valve until you've dispensed a full 1 litre. Just for the purpose of the video, I won't dispense the full 1 litre, but if you have any other dispense heads on the system, you will need to repeat that on them as well. Okay, so now we need to cover flushing the bagging box product line after out-of-date syrup has been attached to it. So the items we need to do this are a bucket with 10 litres of cold drinking water, a pair of scissors, a cleaning fitting, and a food grade container with warm water. Now the cleaning fitting can be found in the first aid kit, and the cleaning fitting attaches to the line that we need to clean. So it screws onto there, and then we drop that into the water to be able to pull water through the product line. If for any reason you don't have this cleaning fitting, I'm now going to show you an alternative. So we've taken off Pepsi Max because Pepsi Max was out of date. Now what we can do, we can use the bag valve as the cleaning fitting. So if we just pull this fitting forward, take a pair of scissors, and we just need to cut the valve away from the bag. And then we just place that into the water to clean. And then we'll take our bucket with the 10 litres of clean water in. And we take the bag valve and we attach it to the line that we're cleaning. So we just screw that on. And then we place the line into the bucket. Okay, let's run through flushing a bagging box product line when out-of-date syrup has been connected. This example is Pepsi Max. We've removed the out-of-date product, fitted the bag valve to the bagging box connector, and placed the connector into a container of water. Next, go to the furthest dispense head on your system and dispense Pepsi Max into the bucket until the stream turns clear. Now I've started the line flush on this example to to demonstrate the point where the Pepsi Max is replaced by water. Now the time it takes to do this totally depends on the length of python and can take up to 15 minutes per product line. So now all we need to do is just start pouring Pepsi Max. And the change in the stream indicates that the out-of-date syrup has been removed from the line and replaced with water. Now just make a note of how much product's been poured at this point. So our example here is 5 litres. Next, repeat this process for all dispensers on the system and also keep a note of how much has been poured until the stream runs clear. So let's just explain the reason for keeping a note and how much product has been poured to complete the flush. The process for dark product is very simple, as the stream changes colour when the water reaches the dispense head. This is not the case for clear products such as lemonade. So keeping a note of the amount that's poured to complete the flush on dark products indicates the amount required for clear products. This ensures we have pulled enough through to complete the flush. Repeat this process for all out-of-date products. So we've completed the flushing process with water and we've fitted a new in-date Pepsi Max bagging box. So what we need to do now is replenish the Pepsi Max in the product line. So let's go to the furthest dispense head and we need to operate the Pepsi Max valve and bring through the Pepsi Max through the product line. Now what you will see at this stage when you start pouring is a clear stream will gradually change to a dark stream as the product starts coming through. Now all we're doing is just refilling the line like we did with water, so we should see the same quantity come through. So we had 5 litres before, we should see roughly 5 litres this time. We're just replenishing it with syrup. So just press and hold. So once we see the stream go dark, we just move on to any other dispense heads that we have on the system. Okay, so on to cleaning the dispense head now. Just a few items in preparation for this. Some paper towel, a damp cloth, a food grade container with some warm soapy water, another container with just plain water for rinsing, a first aid kit which contains the cleaning brushes. If you don't have a first aid kit, just any type of small brush similar to this is absolutely fine. So onto the cleaning then. Nozzle first. And we just rotate the nozzle to remove and pull down. And then we separate the nozzle and diffuser. Just place your thumb underneath and just push the diffuser out. And then place the two into the warm soapy water. And use our cleaning brush and just clean inside of the nozzle. Also take the diffuser and then when we've cleaned them, just rinse out. This stage you would probably do at the sink, but just for the purpose of the video, we have 2 bowls here. And then just place them onto the paper towel to dry. Then take the brush again. We need to clean up inside the nozzle housing. So just scrub around the nozzle housing and inside. And then dry off with some paper towel. Let's take our nozzle and diffuser and just reassemble. So just make sure that the O-ring is facing up. Push the 2 parts together. Place back into the housing. Twist quarter of a turn to lock into place. Next, onto the drip tray. So just remove the cup rest, the drip tray, and then the drip tray holder, and they can be taken to the sink to be cleaned. just in some mild detergent the same. Take our damp cloth and we need to wipe the exterior of the cool load down. So just give it a wipe over the valve covers and the body. Then reassemble the drip tray. The drip tray holder first, and the drip tray, and the cup rest. And that's our daily checks completed. Okay, on to the final checks now before we put the system back into use. Just a couple of items needed for this step. A glass and a temperature probe. If you don't have a temperature probe, there will be a cool test strip in the first aid kit. So just take the glass, place the glass underneath the valve and pour one full glass. Just discard the first one. And then pour one more full glass. And take the temperature probe. And we're looking for a temperature of below 4.4 degrees. So if you're happy with the temperature, just pour one more full glass and just check it for carbonation and taste.